I am Bartholomew Oswald Samson Smith, but you can call me Boss. I am the one who nags the naggers, who pushes the pushers, and who reviews the reviewers. I assume you all know for months now who I'm going to review today, don't you?
Excuse me, sir, but how could anybody have known about this?
I will show you. Computer?
D.i.e.t.r.i.c.h.
Who?
The computer.
Exactly. Computer, show Linkara training montage. Computer, pause. Right there. Enlarge.
What do you know? You actually did announce your next subject a year ago.
Of course I did. And I mentioned him in my last episode. This was also a hint. Now that we made this clear, let's rate the man who made his emotional state his trademark. Let's rate Angry Joe. Since we are still stuck with the old boss scale, the first point on the agenda is the voice. Well, this is a tricky one. On the one hand, his voice is quite strong.
Good gaming for every man, woman and child across the globe!
But on the other, it is not really deep.
Your viewership and your comments all help to keep our independent show running.
So, I guess half the points is quite fair. Appearance. His stature is fine. He got a jacket and a quite good-looking beard. But no glasses and no tie. But of course he gets a bonus point for wearing a shirt with the same logo I wore on a picture in my Boss Reviews the Reviewers pilot episode. This adds up to 4 points. Influence. He has a space station.
And just like our next door neighbor, the JLA Watchtower, we are in high orbit over the Earth.
And don't forget, he is the arch nemesis of my good old buddy, Corporate Commander. We two went to Evil Tycoon College together, but we had to part company when he specialized in video games and I myself in Secret World Domination. I should really give him a call sometime. Anyways, can't really deny Joe his full score here. So, last but not least, powers. He can shoot lightning out of his hand, has the ability to multiply, and he can copy powers from video games he reviews at the time. Oh, whatever. It is quite impressive, and I am tired of withholding points. There you go, 5 points. You earned it, Joe. So, what is the final score? 82.5%. I'm kind of getting used to the fact that everybody scores pretty high. But they can score as high as they want, since I'm the one who is bossy enough to do whatever they are doing. I already reviewed a comic book, now I'm going to review a video game, Angry Joe style. To the space station!
D.i.e.t.r.i.c.h, would you kindly?
Nice. Now for the intro where something related to the video game happens.
I'm okay.
Thank you, Bob. Portal is often considered one of the best games ever produced. So when I decided to make an angry review, I thought what better game for me to review. As far as I know, Angry Joe hasn't reviewed this game yet himself. So whatever verdict I reach can automatically count as his as well. Of course, this game is not the most
Oh boy,
but a lot
he's
of
really
people
reviewing
call it
Portal.
a perfect game.
This is so
I would
awesome.
not be
Boss is
boss if
awesome.
I were
Portal
not
is
so
awesome.
perfect.
So excited. getting the hiccups.
I had great expectations when I first got to play this game. And could this game live up to its reputation or even exceed it? No! Actually, this game sucks! First, the story. Or should I say, what story? You are some mute girl in a research facility, just moving from room to room, solving some puzzles while listening to a broken computer.
For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from...
What?
Stand back. The portal will open.
Andy! What? Boss is reviewing Portal.
So what? We knew he was going to do this.
But he's ripping it apart.
He does what? This game is so linear that the rooms you are traversing actually are numbered. And they are all looking the same. Every level consists of the same boring right rooms. For the first 2/3 of the game, there is no variation at all. Oh, chamber 2 of 19. Looking the same like all the chambers before. Towards the end of the game they throw in some new environments, but all you get is a maintenance area and some offices. What the f***? But okay, I could ignore all this if the gameplay holds up. But does it? No! It even gets worse! But even if there would be any more weapons to choose from, you wouldn't even need them.
Wow.
Because there are barely
He's really
any
ripping it
enemies
apart.
in this game.
Do you believe he is watching too?
Of course he is. He's watching everything in the Invite Call. After all, he is our producer.
There are these Apple-style robots who can't do shit. And there is a boss fight at the end, if you can call it that.
Well, you found me.
What?
Congratulations.
This is her?
Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've
I get
managed
it,
to break
violent.
so far...
Oh god, I already did this twice. You're really making me do this a third time, aren't you?
Because you don't have any other...
Okay, 3 is the charm, I guess. So here we go. Have I finished the game now? So the closest thing to a fight we get is throwing bolts into a garbage disposer. Really? That's all we get? That's insulting. And that's not even the worst. The whole game took me about 3 hours. 3 hours. Maybe you can get a few extra hours out of the challenge maps. But these maps you already played in campaign mode. They are just altered a bit to make it more challenging. But that's downright lazy.
Do you believe he is going to be angry?
Running down Portal like this? Don't know if he's gonna let this one pass.
But I am willing to give this game one last chance, because Angry Joe and I both appreciate one particular aspect of a game that can even make up for a crappy single-player campaign. Multiplayer. There is nothing more satisfying than watching the whole action from a safe point in your base while sending wave after wave of your minions against your subjects, your underlings. Come on, what am I supposed to call them?
Teammates or fellow players are accepted terms.
But doesn't matter anyways, because there is no multiplayer. None at all. So, all you can do is creating portals to move around in these most of the time empty, equal looking rooms, just to repeat the process in the next room. Another big empty room. I really don't get it. People complained that Kane and Lynch 2 was too short, only taking 4 hours. Only being able to carry 2 guns was criticized in Duke Nukem Forever. And repetitive gameplay is always a no-go. But also Portal being even shorter and giving you only one freaking gun. It got top scores. I am talking 8s, 9s, 10s, A's. And even D.i.e.t.r.i.c.h called it a great game, not able to find any criticism for it. I guess that's proof that I'm superior to him as well, since I found plenty of criticism. Well, I guess I don't have to review him anymore. But let's finish this off. My final verdict for this game is a 3 out of 10. This game is terrible. And it would have scored even lower if it wasn't for the few good things this game had to offer. But I've heard that the sequel got at least a few of these issues right. It is bigger, longer, it takes the time to tell a story, and there are a lot of different environments. And co-op. So this is still not perfect, but it sounds clearly like the superior game. So, don't forget to leave a comment on how to improve the boss scale, and I see you on the next Boss Review the Reviewers.
This was horrible.
I'm curious how this will continue.
So am I.
What the? Who? Is this you, Bobby?
Corporate old pal, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. Business is hard, so I really hope this bar at least actor rocks now that Peter and Sopa failed. What about you?
Well, I got my own internet show.
Good for you.
Well, sure was nice talking to you
Oh
again.
yeah, totally. See you.
Bye.
She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy.